Making us video. Um, Blind, yes I am. Um, oh, what a day! What a couple of days. Yesterday I was triggered solid from 8 a.m. till 5 at night, and a little bit after 5 as well, because it took a while to calm down, to be honest. And yeah, yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, I'll tell you what it was. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'll just come out and say what I was going to say, which is that um, I'm sorry. I just need to get comfortable right now. I hope you can see me. You can probably see up my nose. Um, okay, I'll take the nose thing back because, like, so I don't even know what I'm saying. What am I saying? Um, I watched Time Out. Is it called Time Out? I think it's called Time Out. Um, it's really good, and like there. Okay, I'm going back to yesterday. Okay, so yesterday, and I can't compete with that. Um, yesterday, I was triggered from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and a little after 5 p.m. because it took a while to calm down. And today I had anxiety is not the word. Terror. Terror. I had the terror, and I'm like, fucking hell. I tell you what, though, I know I'm done with this shit. You know, I've suffered enough over the last 2 days. Oh my goodness, I'm so going blind. I've got, um, so, I don't even know what I'm gonna say, to be honest. I mean, I've done the whole thing about, there's a big trigger warning here, a huge trigger warning, and it will trigger you. I guarantee it. So if you want to be triggered, keep watching. If you're insane, keep watching. I mean, who, who would want that? Who would want that? I'm serious. So, um, I'm a okay. After that, I'm gonna not say it. I'm not. You're you're a fucking sadist. You're a fucking sadist, bitch. Um, no, that's kind of what I'm trying to say. I'm a I'm bananas. I'm a sadist. Is what I'm saying. Yeah, and I'm going blind. I didn't mention that. I'm going blind. Um, so I hope this is entertaining for you. Um, I I rang my mom and she's really really ill. Um, she didn't go to Scrabble. She didn't go to lunch. She's not going out tonight. And I can't cover myself up because you can't see my beautiful face. Um, yeah, and like there's this awareness that because I'm a sadist, because I ordered bananas over the internet from my psychiatrist. I what am I even saying? Yeah, because I took so many triggers. What that means is that I'm now the trigger meister. I am now doling out triggers to all the kingdom. I'm sorry. No, but in a kind of like matter-of-fact way, how does someone end up like, I describe it. I just want to say trigger worthy, but like that does it even make sense? It's not even a word, a phrase, or whatever. Um, how does someone end up somebody who triggers people? And it is those who have been triggered who end up triggering other people, and it is. And I'm not keeping any secrets here, but like, it's kind of like this. If you take kids, right? Like a kid will go like "whoa" to someone, and really scare them, and that's like a perfectly normal thing, and that kid has just triggered someone, but it's schnapsy. It's triggers nice, you like. It's triggers on the. Okay, I don't think I can pull that off, to be honest. It's so a kid goes like rah to someone and triggers them, right? And what we as adults don't understand is that it's okay to be triggered. And being triggered all day it had pizzazz. It was like, it had a. You guys are fuckers. I'll give you that. You're fuckers. Um, no. It's it is what it is. What we forget as adults is that it is okay to be triggered, and I obviously like. I'll just lean it down a bit so you. We've I'm projecting here. I'll be real. I'll be honest. I forgot in a huge, massive way. I mean, like, how long's this been? How, I'm asking myself. I have a mind, right? And I'm asking myself, how did I lose my mind? How did I enter a space where I wasn't aware that it's okay to be triggered? And I'll risk it. I'll risk saying this, which is that I remember. Yeah, it's difficult because yeah, it is kind of. Well, I'm just gonna carry on speaking. I'm gonna not stop and I'm some sort of shame, um some kind of shame block, to be honest. It's some kind of shame thingy that's stopping me in my tracks. Say, I should just carry on talking, like so I remember I was on the bus, right? This is about 2 years ago. I was on the bus and I this woman, man, she was talking about me, and I'm gonna not make excuses for no, I'm gonna have to, because, well, what do I do? Okay, so I'm just ignoring that bit. She just cut to she triggered me, right? And I felt the rage, psychopath. Um, I felt the rage, and I was down Ferry Meadows, yeah, because the bus was on the way to Ferry Meadows. So I got off the bus and I was walking to Ferry Meadows, and I was such a mess, as you are when you're triggered. And actually, I want to change where I'm at now. Where I'm at now is, this is yesterday, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning, right? And I'm at the bus stop, and I'm already triggered, and I say to this woman, I say, I'm ripping, but I'm up, and she went, and like, I was like, okay, I just triggered someone, see, I think I learned right there in that moment that, you see, because it's, it's possible to look at the triggers, in a whole new way when I know that I've triggered someone and I didn't do anything wrong. I wasn't rude. It was, I was just, I just kind of talked to myself. I just spoke to myself. She's standing there at the bus stop. She was like approaching, and I kind of like spoke to myself, and she went, and like, when I'd done it, when I'd done like the dirty, because there are two ways of seeing it. The first way of seeing it is when I believe that the only people who trigger me are them out there. It's only them who like does the dirty, the triggering. It's only them who it's only you and you and you who like, do the trigger ends, who like are it's a dehumanization subroutine. It's, you know where I'm going with this, right? I'm not going to push the point, and that's the first way of seeing it. The second way of seeing it is when I've triggered someone, and I was, I love myself, and you should have known how hard I loved myself when I was triggered and I was up at the same time. That made me love myself so hard. I mean, partly because it was the first time I'd been up while I was triggered. I'm actually crying. And it was such a dope thing to say. It's such a beautiful, dope thing to say because, it was like a real goal. It was a real goal of mine. And to say like, oh, I'm up and I'm triggered, it's like a celebration of that goal. And when it broke someone, that's a second way of seeing it, that it's like oneness. It's kind of like oneness, it's not exactly oneness, but it's kind of like oneness because everybody triggers, it's that light bulb moment where like everybody triggers. Oh, such relief, oh, and then comes the awareness that it's kind of sad because I know, you see, because that's why I say the triggeree becomes a triggerer. You know, this is life. When a person has been triggered a lot, they go up in vibration and they begin to trigger other people. It's like passing on the light. And then comes the awareness that in my life, I'm going to trigger people. And, you know, there's going to be that person out there, you know, there always will be, for definite, who is me when I was on that bus. I was on the way to Ferry Meadows. That woman triggered me and I felt the rage, you know, and there is always going to be that person who I trigger, who feels the rage, and, you know, it just brings it home. That's like the third way of looking at it. It brings it home, you know, because that then is me seeing the first way of seeing it the other way around, you know what I mean? It really brings it home. And that's my video. And to be honest, I feel like it's a beautiful video. And I'll just leave that with you, and I'm gonna go now. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.